Alright, going to shoot a quick update on the various mycelium I'm growing. Got some interesting results for you this week. This is the gray oyster on egg cartons. It's probably not going to show up real well because this isn't a real high quality camera and the light's not real good, but there's mycelium growing pretty much all over the top of this, and I think they're probably, if I try to pull it apart, I'm going to be separating a lot of mycelium. Yeah, the inside is pretty much full, and this is there's the bits of mushroom, and you can probably now see pretty clearly the mycelium running out of the bits into the cardboard. So that's a very successful test. Mycelium seems to grow up more than down in this, so I turned it upside down to make it grow better, and it did. Alright, this is the yellow oyster mushroom in the same media, and it looks like there's mycelium growing on it. Yeah. It's very light in colors. The difference is very limited, but I can see it quite clearly. Yeah, it's pretty stuck together. Yeah, inside you can see that the mycelium. Ooh, there's a. I wonder if that shows up well. There's a good mycelial run. So that one's doing well. Oops. Let's see. Here's the torn up bits of eggshell carton with the yellow oyster mushroom, and mycelium has now covered the lid, and it's running all over the place inside here. So another successful run. And I have some good news. I decided not to throw out the maitake because we hadn't done well before, and lo and behold, I checked it a few days ago and I spotted it's probably going to be real hard to see, but there is some mycelium running from one of the bits, and there's no contamination. Oh, actually it looks like there may be some contamination starting. Alright, so I sterilized the area in my hands after opening up a contaminated container. So here's mycelium growing on the grocery bags. It has now spread through a large portion of the grocery bags. There's pretty much mycelium everywhere here. So that works, and that is I didn't write down what kind of oyster mushrooms that was. Annoying. Alright, so now here's the exciting one. The king mushroom on cardboard strips is thriving and has not only formed sclerata, but is starting, I think, to pin. And this was started, I put the cutting in here February 22nd, and it's now April 14th, so several weeks, but did I say February? March 22nd. So yeah, almost a month, but I've got pinning forming. I've got sclerata, and it's completely enveloped in mycelium. And this is my intention was to put this in some other media to grow it out, and I may transfer some of this to another media. I want to do some more experiments with this, but I'm going to have mushrooms in here in a few days, which I will video for you and show you. Okay, last but not least, I have mycelium growing on the straw. It's not, I don't think you're going to be able to see it on the camera, You can see a little bit of where it's grown onto the wall of the box. It seems to be growing pretty slowly, but it has transferred from the cardboard to the straw, and that's straw with some coffee grounds mixed in. And this larger container of oyster mycelium on straw with coffee grounds, it has mycelial growth in it, but it's not anywhere close to saturated. It has more than the last batch I showed you, but it's still got a long ways till it's covered, and it has to kind of envelop all of its food before it starts deciding to put out mushrooms. But I probably will still get oyster mushrooms out of these 2 containers. Let's see. I don't know where I put the label on that one. Okay, so there's my update.